not tolerate harassment. Please report any harassment to security or transit employees. Please report anything suspicious to security or